Hi everybody!
Hi everyone!
Today we want to talk about shrinking the inner critic.
Welcome.
To Growth Academy!
Welcome to Growth Academy. I'm Jenny.
I'm Amanda.
And we're going to today talk about...
shrinking the inner critic.
Voila. Okay.
Sorry.
So that's great, Amanda. How do we are going to approach this? Where are we going to start?
Well,
with
this is
topic?
kind of related to the one we did on self-compassion, remember?
Yeah, and self-talk.
Because the inner critic will tell you wrong things. They will tell you, don't be compassionate to yourself, that's selfish, that's not good, it's stupid, it's shit, you're shit, and don't do it. And that sometimes they call it, not the inner critic, other people call it different names. But it's that voice that puts you down, tells you that you're crap, tells you all these lies about yourself that aren't true, and basically makes life miserable.
Yeah, and that's
sucks.
without having a disability.
Having a disability.
Yeah, because there are some mental illnesses that the basis of their illness is on those extra voices in your head telling you stuff that you don't need to be listening to.
When it becomes so powerful,
and that's an area that
there's no normal human voice.
I was just thinking about the DSM, which is the diagnostic manual that the psychiatrists use to explain certain mental illnesses. There's certain mental illnesses out there where, look, I don't know that there's a mental illness out there that doesn't have something to do with that extra voice or those extra voices in your head being really negative, playing a negative part on your well-being, basically. We are not qualified psychologists or psychiatrists. We are not, disclaimer right there. We're just people that have had some life experience and can talk about that. That's it. That's simple, okay? And we've done a lot of reading. Mostly she's done a lot of reading. So, go ahead, Amanda.
I guess trying to tame the inner critic, he calls it shrinking the inner critic, is a balancing act, because there's a positive, strangely enough, there's a positive to the inner critic. So if the inner critic wants to protect you, the inner critic will tell you when you've stuffed up, but if it's too loud, if it's too obnoxious, if that voice is too big, overpowering, then that's a huge issue. So it's got a place, but its place is what, 5%, 1%? I
don't know.
0.5%. Its place is quite small. And I think I remember reading once you make 10,000 decisions a day. So potentially you could have an inner critic telling you you're stupid.
But doing that
10,000 times a day.
Or choosing that or deciding that. Yeah, you could.
Every time you make a decision, it could say you're stupid.
Look, it's a really common thing to have, you've got the angel on this side and the devil on this side sitting on your shoulder, and you've got one saying, let's do all the right things, and you've got the other side. What makes you who you are is the choices that you make. And I want you to write that in big letters and look at it on your fridge. You are the choices you make. Okay? If you choose to be an alcoholic, you're going to choose to drink a lot. If you choose to be a drug addict, you're going to choose to do drugs. If you can choose to be really healthy and a runner, that's what you'll choose to do. If you choose to listen to the devil on the shoulder rather than the angel on the other shoulder, then that is who you are. That is your choices. And there's always going to be choices, because the whole world is made up of negative and positive. Okay? All of our body, all the energies in the universe, everything that is the universe itself. And this whole website was about talking about the universe in itself. Everything is made up of positive and negative atoms or positive and negative energies. I don't know the scientific term. I just know that it's positive and negative.
But there's all these choices, from what do you eat, to where do you work, to what do you say to your co-workers, to so many different things. What do you put in your mouth. Yeah.
And you're not, you choose to be how you want to choose to be. But if you want it to be if you want positive experiences, because I do believe in karma, you can create, how many of you have ever got up out of bed in the morning, you've kicked your toe, you've woken up late, you've kicked your toe, the car won't start, and your series of unfortunate events unfolds before you on that day, and everyone seems to be particularly in a bad mood. So that negativity is snowballs and it snowballs and it snowballs and snowballs, right? And then there are other days where you get up and everything seems to go right, or there's other days where you have a great day and there's just one thing that's come up that you've got to, mastermind through, or an obstacle that you've got to work out or problem solve or something, and that's fine too, because that's fairly normal. But I guess my point is that if you want to have a great day or a great life, put greatness out there. Choose positive. Choose wellness for yourself and for everyone else, and then that wellness will come back to you. Yeah. And it's the same with negativity.
Louise Hayes, her regime, have you read You Can Heal Your Life?
Yeah. She talk about that.
She talks about, she has affirmations before she opens her eyes. So like, thank you for the sleep, thank you for the bed, thank you for the dinner I had last night, thank you for the new day. I forget what other things she talks about, but you know what I mean? Before she even opens her eyes.
There's a lot of life coaches out there. If you jump on the internet and look up life coaches, you're going to find Tom Robbins is it Tom Robbins? Someone Robbins. There's a ton of it, hundreds of life coaches out there, and they're all going to tell you the same thing, and that same thing, that thread that goes through all of it is you get what you put out, okay, and you move through obstacles, you stay in the now, and you get what you put out. So if you want to put positivity out there, be positive. If you want to put negativity out there, negativity will come your way. You are what you think. What is it? Like attracts like, and thoughts attract the reality. So whatever you think about, you bring about. So that's another catchphrase that's used amongst all those people out there that are life coaches and are on the internet and will tell you how to live, right? All those
I guess for me as well, I also believe in processing negativity. So you're not dwelling in it, but you can have a rant on a piece of paper, rip it up, chuck it out, go, finished. That's over, that's done. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If it's bugging you, if it's something that you can't seem to shake, like you go, okay, I'm gonna be positive, and you're really working on that, and you're starting, and it just sort of keeps nagging at you. Piece of paper, pencil, pen, write it all down. Yeah. Say, I'll let this go now. Rip it up. It's gone.
Rip it up, burn it.
Burn it.
Take it, squish it up, throw it into the ocean. Put it in your freezer. Like, you can put photos in freezer. Anything that you don't want to deal with or you can't deal with at the moment, you can put them in the freezer. Anything that you want to release it to the universe.
Do you know in Friends, Joey was reading Little Women, and Rachel said, oh, such and such dies, and he got scared and he put it in the freezer.
I think I missed that episode, but I can see Joey doing that. That would be awesome. In fact, now I have to watch that episode.
They put it in the freezer. Problem solved.
Yeah.
So
yes,
yeah.
And the other thing
we
too.
Want to say about inner critic?
Well, the inner critic too.
The ego. Do you want to talk about the ego?
Yeah, but the other thing about the inner critic is you can also wear a rubber band. If you wear a rubber band, and every time you hear yourself speak negative about yourself, you ping the rubber band. So you're retraining your thinking. That's a tool. So look, it's one thing to say, look, recognise these things, but you also got to give the tools to help. And we did talk about freezing. You talked about writing it down and throwing it out, or sending it off to the ocean, putting in a fire, those sorts of things. All of that's good. Also, like rubber band, if you hear yourself talking.
You can even count. Oh, that was a negative thought, one.
And then change it up straight away.
See what happens.
Change it up straight away. Change a negative to a positive straight away. Yeah, if you do that, train yourself. You're training yourself all the time.
It does take
because negativity thoughts, they snowball. They get bigger and bigger and bigger. Little things become huge. And if you can just switch it up and see the positive in every negative, that's another way to get through.
It's also the ancient brain keeping us safe. So there's a part of our brain that just is on alert for danger. Yeah, amygdala. That's how I can remember how to spell it. The amygdala is just alert, alert, alert. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson.
I love that.
That's its job.
Danger.
And your big part of your brain, the modern part of your brain, is like, okay, thanks for that, but the fact that Jodie is 5 minutes late is not a dangerous problem. Shut up. Or whatever it throws up. It has to be examined on its merits. And 99% of the time it's like, you're overreacting, amygdala.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And see, you can make yourself a catastrophe scale. Like when I was doing the You Can Do It for the schools, there's a scale, like a measuring stick, if you like. Yeah. And at the very top of the scale, you might have an asteroid lands on your house and burns your whole house down or something like that. And then right down the bottom it might be your pencil broke. And then you've got all these other ones in the middle. So if you want to check your reaction to if you want to check to see how you're reacting to certain things, you can always refer to a scale that you draw up at home on a piece of paper and have a look at how disastrous is this really? Yeah. You know, and can I see a positive side to it? So that's another way to help you to adjust your inner critic and start thinking more positively.
Yeah, because that gives you that puts you in your logical thinking brain. Okay, no, it's the asteroid landing on my house is not going to happen, and you know.
But if it does,
and if the pencil breaks,
I'm okay to lay on the ground and go, ah! Right?
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Really let loose, cut loose, and go running up the street going.
But if the shoelace breaks, it's not even in the top 10 really.
You go like,
it's not in 10.
What's that? You know, don't cry over spilt milk.
Don't cry over spilt milk.
There's no time to be wasted worrying about things that are just things. You know, things don't matter. It's people that matter.
And if it bugs you, sometimes it's not the thing that's bugging you. It's just the energy of it. Yeah. So then rant.
Could be something else.
I would get a piece of paper and a pencil and I would rant. It might be just the camel, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back. That it could be that. And so you just get out all your other cranky, horrible, or no, cranky thoughts. Horrible is not quite the right word.
So when Amanda's going all cranky pants, I'll just say, get a pen.
Get a pen.
Get a pen. Solved. Write it down. Write it down.
Did you want to talk any more about ego?
No, that's a whole nother video. So
too much.
We'll talk about ego.
Because I'm just looking at how long this video is.
I'm freaking hot. We're going to turn this off. We're going to say goodbye for now.
Bye.
And thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like.
Comment. And subscribe. And like. And send us a message. Okay, bye.